Hello, I'm Barbara Sanders with Mountain Sun Sales, and I'm going to show you today how to make homemade chicken noodle soup using the microwave pressure cooker. This is an absolutely awesome tool. First of all, I'm going to be using some chicken that I had left over in my refrigerator. I had some cooked chicken, which I already diced up, and I also had some defrosted chicken breast, and I'm going to get that ready also, and you'll see how both of it will cook together in the soup. Now this is the PowerChef Pro food processor. I'm adding some already cleaned celery, and then I'm going to get a carrot ready to go in. I'm peeling the carrots, and then I'm going to add that in. You see I have one of our handy cutting boards underneath, which is flexible, making it very easy to carry things around. And I had the vegetables stored in the fridge smarts in the refrigerator. They're absolutely awesome for keeping fruits and vegetables fresh for the maximum amount of time. I can store carrots in there for about 3 months, and the same with celery. The celery will stay so fresh that I can still eat it raw without cooking it. It doesn't get limp. Now I'm adding some onion. I just put some big chunks in there, and then we put the cover on. It has a pull string, and as I pull the string, the blade goes around about 7 times, getting everything chopped nice and diced. The more you pull, the more it chops, so you can actually puree food by pulling the string longer. Now I'm just going to dump everything into the bowl of the microwave pressure cooker. I'm using the silicone spatula. That is very handy for cleaning out bowls, but it also can be used while you're cooking because it being made out of silicone will take up to 450 degrees of heat. Now the rest of the cut up vegetables in there I will get out when I add water in a little while. Now the next thing to add are, I'm dumping the chicken in, of course, and I'm using the kitchen shears to dice up the chicken. Normally I try to dice up meat with the shears when it's slightly frozen, because that way you don't get the stickiness of the raw meat on your fingers as much, but it works with raw meat also, and also cooked meat. They're very handy, and they come apart, and you can wash them in the dishwasher. And that's our microfiber hand towel I was using. Now I'm adding some cream of chicken soup. I usually buy cream of chicken soup in a large can, and then what I don't use I store in a Tupperware container, either in the refrigerator or in the freezer. Any little way to save money helps. Now I add the cream of chicken soup because it adds more chicken flavor to the soup, and it also thickens the broth a little bit. Now next comes the seasoning. I'm going to add a half teaspoon of ground pepper. Now that does make it pretty spicy. If you don't like a lot of pepper taste, you may want to add a 1/4 teaspoon instead of a half teaspoon. And now I'm adding some salt, about 1 teaspoon of salt. And I'm also going to add a teaspoon of ground sage. You can use any variety of seasonings, whatever you like. And I'm adding also some ground chicken bouillon. And then for the pasta, I don't have any regular noodles, so I'm going to use bow tie pasta. You can use any type of pasta to make this soup. Now I'm going to get water in my PowerChef Pro bowl, and that helps get all the little bits of onion and celery and carrots out. Now, see, I didn't put enough water in that time, so I'm going to go back and get a little bit more water. There's a fill line on your microwave pressure cooker, and you need to make sure the contents do not exceed that fill line, because if you do, it will not reach pressure in the microwave, and that way in the same amount of time your food will not be cooked properly. Now I'm stirring it up and showing you I still have room. I can add a little bit more water, and then it's going to get put in the microwave for 30 minutes at full power. So I'll get that ready to go in the microwave, and then in a few minutes we'll see what it looks like. Okay, now the microwave's just about ready to go off, and as that's getting ready, I'll tell you about some of the other things I use the pressure cooker for. I use it most often to do dried beans for making chili, because it certainly is easier to buy a big bag of pinto beans or kidney beans in bulk. Now, the pressure cooker has 3 steam valves. You see where the pressure gauge is, and it's up right now, and then on the handle there's a pressure valve, and then also there's another one at the back there that I'm pointing at. And when I lift the handle, you'll see the steam escaping, and as the steam comes up, that's releasing the pressure, and the little valve goes down. And then when the valve is down, it's ready to take the lid off, and the soup is ready. And I'm getting hungry, so it's time for soup. I hope you have a blessed day.